Hey, what's up, dudes? Kublikon here, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival Roleplay with our wonderful Sugar Bomb build. Yes, she is looking mighty fine in her red dress, fancy glasses, and pompadour wig. One of these things that's a very weird looking character, but I kind of like it. It's got a good strong thing to her. Don't get me wrong, this I think looks even better. And it's most nice to see her eyes with those iron gauntlet things going on too. I think that's a sweet looking, what I would consider how she would like to go out in the town if she wanted to. Now we've cleaned out pretty much everybody around here of all their caps using the drugs that we had picked up from our last knockoff case. Now one of you recommended that I could also go check out these guys and see if I can get another haircut that might actually work better with hats. But the thing is, I don't think that hats work with any haircut that involves hair falling down. So kind of unfortunately, I don't know if I could really do that, and that's the kind of haircuts that I like for her character. Anyway, we are gonna go talk to Nick Valentine to kind of get on the quest line in that regards. Now I'm not 100% sure if we need to do it like the whole Kelogg case in order to get us to go to Far Harbor. I do believe last I checked, it actually was not the case that you could just jump into Far Harbor.
Save Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Sarcasm.
Metal detective delivery. At your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here.
Hey, well said back.
We agreed.
Alright, so it seems like I have to go through this part. I'm just gonna jump through this real quick. Of course, if there's a sarcastic answer, we'll see, which is gonna be a little crazy because this is technically about us looking for a lost son, so I don't even know if Fallout would allow us to have a sarcastic answer here. Alright, sarcastic answer, so this was right after we said bald man, scar kind of thing. Sarcasm.
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right, calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence.
Alright, now let's see if I talk with Ellie, if it's gonna let us start the Far Harbor stuff. No, you two be careful is kind of the thing, so we definitely have to continue walking through generally this early part. I don't think I necessarily, I don't think I necessarily need to do the actual Kelogg fight. Dog, you're kind of in the way of this. Just for fun, if you look at the mysterious stranger, it's, I've mentioned this before, but it's always fun to mention. Nick has things on the actual perk, the mysterious stranger. If you have Nick with you and this guy shows up, he will shout after him and be like, God damn, who is this man? It's kind of an interesting thing to actually have that mysterious stranger showing up. And one of the reasons why you have Nick talking about it being potentially a crazy person is because depending on the good or badness of the vault, whoever you are, that is what sets whether this person's gonna be a good person or not, as he's helping you fight. So right now they're gonna do the Kelogg thing, and we're not actually able to get into this house right now because it has a very hard lock. So you have to go chat with the mayor, and it's not too hard of a talk really to be able to do this. But it can be a bit annoying, but luckily if you're a character who doesn't really mind about doing little dirty things in order to get what you need, it's very easy. I feel like I'm from a film noir right now, like in the 1940s, where I'm just like, hello, is Mr. Valentine in? I need to speak with him about a missing child. I don't know why I'm like German French.
I can't help you.
I don't care if he's in the mood to discuss right now. I need his key. I am walking straight in. Once again, a weird combination of French and German. Hello, Mr. Mayor. I need access to the home.
Talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
Too busy, you say? Well, I hope that they don't have to know about our meeting right now. Seductively sit upon the couch. Not working, really. So this is my favorite part about this mission. You talk to the mayor, he doesn't really want to chat with you. But if you get up on his computer, and like, look here, you can see this is steal from advance, but if you just scoot and close enough to his computer that you can access it. There you go, look at that. Oh, we're detected. It's just a little farther.
Tend to.
So there's a trick that I've heard before, which is that if you talk to someone,
I have somewhere to be. Sorry.
they'll look at you. Okay. Yeah, go on outside. That worked out really well. Alright, easy password, break it in. One thing I particularly like about some of the background lore involving Diamond City is if you break into this, you can read things about how the city council's been disbanded to give a full power to the mayor. You know, like a dictatorship kind of thing, which is, you know, kind of shaky. They talk about Piper and the press and the Institute. There will be consequences. And then so I think that's another interesting one where they're like calling out that something else is problematic going on. Also, there is a discretion on city affairs with people from Mr. Io, and it's just like there's something secret going on. This is something I think is actually pretty interesting, where it's like we're trying to delay investigations into kidnappings. It's like, why would you do that? But then he makes the line, what about if super mutants attacked and people are worrying about who's a synth? That's like a legitimate statement. I mean, he definitely comes off as like potentially an Institute lackey, but it's something that I find when I see it, I'm like, well, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about, like, because that just makes sense logically. Also, the wall, that's a speech that he does, which is kind of fun. Alright, we'll disengage the lock now. Just open everything up. Seems to not really care. Get the house key, and while we're here, let's just grab a lot more of the other stuff. That was like the last second moment that we could be stealing anything. Also, for fun, if any of you guys need a lot of gears, he's got a full giddy-up buttercup. The entire thing. Also, for whatever reason, he has the people from the Boston, Massachusetts Concord place. I don't know why he has them here, but he does. Anyway, there we go. We just, goodbye, Mr. Mayor. You weren't any help, or were you all the help that I needed? I don't know why in film noir they always smoked the cigarette. I mean, I know during the era, like, smoking a cigarette kind of had a really fashionable, sexy thing about it. Smoking nowadays is just seen as, like, such, like, did nobody teach you that that's bad for you kind of thing? And it's kind of fascinating to me because it's, like, I definitely don't see someone smoking anymore as, like, a sign of elegance or luxury or, like, sexy or anything like that. It definitely comes off to me as kind of like, why are you doing that? Like,
Hey, Valentine.
is the high really worth it kind of thing? Which is interesting because I've known plenty of really cool people who smoked. And it was just kind of fascinating because every single one of them that I know who smokes has quit for a little while, started up again, quit for a little while. And then most of them have actually then completely tried to quit at some point.
Give it a try.
Why don't I give it a try? How about I use Kellogg's house key?
Kelogg must have left something behind.
Alright, so if you guys don't want to see some stuff that is very, very, very story related, I'm just gonna jump through this real quick.
Look at this.
I just slept in Kellogg's bed and got an infection. Why would he have a mannequin in here? I wonder if it's for like the old... What the hell are you doing with your plyometrics, dog? I wonder if it has to do with like the old idea where it's like if somebody was to break in, you'd put the mannequin right here and they'd like shoot the mannequin, and then it would have like a tape that then starts playing that's like, ha ha ha, you thought that was really me? That kind of thing. Ooh, we have a sarcasm option.
What? The great clockwork dick is stumped?
It's synth detective, jackass.
Wow.
If you're gonna be that way, you might as well get the make and model right. Miles.
I'm glad you're happy, dogmeat.
Dogmeat seems eager.
Hey, dog, here's the...
Dogmeat. Get the scent, boy.
So, oh, now we're turning invisible. Ooh, sarcasm.
I'm trusting my family's future to a dog. That's it. I'm officially crazy.
The dog barks. Yes! Okay, so unfortunately, we now have to follow Dogmeat on this mission because, well, he just leads us on kind of a wild goose chase. Now, there is a trick to making this work a little bit better in your favor. If you happen to have a general idea of where Dogmeat's going, which I think is like over here somewhere, you can actually go straight there and Dogmeat will just catch up to you. I mean, the thing is I want Dogmeat to follow us and hang out, but he's just gonna do the mission. He's not gonna be our partner until this is done. So I can't just like go check with Ellie right now, which kind of sucks because we're gonna be far out from the, you know, at the fort, right? Let's see, it's an interesting new look for our character. The new hat, which I don't like as much as the army helmet. I also liked the pads more look-wise than the Wastelander's gear, but it's just more agility and perception, which is useful. Alright, so we have Dogmeat there. We're gonna actually go off on our little adventure on our own without him, because I think I'm just gonna go straight there, because he kind of leads you on, like, literally a Mr. Toad's wild ride, because you're running into super mutants, you're running into raiders, and it's kind of tough. So honestly, it's a lot easier to just sort of go to where you want to go if you already happen to know where it is. She's gonna die. She needs help. I got you. I got you. Do I have a gun to shoot her with? I just know what this mission is. You know, I'm really curious what happens when you do this. Are they gonna like know? I'm curious if they have dialogue related.
What's taking so long? I know I just saw someone out there.
This one looked like a good mark, so just shut up and wait.
Maybe they went around back. Should we go check the loading dock?
Don't be stupid. We got 2 guys back there. I thought I told you to shut up.
But what if...
Hey! Told you to stop talking. Say another word, and I will make sure that you don't annoy me ever again.
Seriously, though, what if... Hey! Hey! What the hell?
What? I warned him. Now shut up and make sure you're ready.
Jesus Christ. So the large mag on this is only 24 rounds. I really liked the drum mag on the other 38. So, you know, when you have the other raider walk in, she runs and goes, hey, Kay, they're coming, they're coming. But I feel like they didn't have that raider walk in this time, so they should be, like, technically waiting forever for her to show up. I'm gonna see how long I can just sort of walk around out here before something happens. Been about 30 seconds. Heard nothing, so I think I'm just gonna do the drop on them myself.
Who's there?
I think you should check the door, guys. I like how I can just shoot the ground, and it also does damage. Does that 15 points of damage every time I hit the ground. Oh, this is the guy who got shot for talking too much. Poor dude. And when you enter this place, remember that if you take a sharp left, you can actually go into this room down here, which has a bunch of items and things that are just useful to grab. Here's the key to get in there, and a picket fences, by the way. Bottle cap mine, stealth boy, nice. Master safe, can't get at that. A little bummed out because I'm carrying all this stuff right now because we were meant to like drop off a bunch of things at Hangman's Alley after everything we just did. But now we don't have the dog with us. Did I actually kill everybody? Huh. Here you can mix the yellow-blue paint thing. Get yourself some green paint. It's good for the wall. It's just an easy mission. Figured I'll just do that because we'll be back in Diamond City soon. Sorry, good enough. You were a wonderful gun, but you're actually not very valuable to sell, so I'm just gonna put you down for now.
You tried to pull in with all the grenades?
Oh, more raiders and stuff.
What about him?
What the?
Gentlemen! Gentlemen? Gentlemen!
Get some!
There you are! Shot for you, 2 shots for you. There we go. A rare VATS moment for us. So I think I'm actually going to go back down to Hangman's Alley because as much as I want to follow the dog and do that right now, it's just going to be a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of ghouls that show up right around here, but I just want to get this on the map. There we go, on the map. We'll grab everything later. Dropping stuff at Hangman's Alley will allow us to get some more weight open. It'll allow us to put like a bunch of guns away. Store anything we want to be using later. Ah, crap. Ugh. Now is not the time. Okay, now is not the time. I call there might actually be legendary blood bugs and stuff out here. Yeah, what did I tell you? There's a legendary blood bug out here. I don't know why it seems to be a spawn that always occurs though. Oh god, we're gonna die. Alright, well, we got the buff out stuff for this moment. Here we go, buff out. Sugar bombs to make ourselves feel better. And purified water. Alright, our health is falling. Our health is still falling. It is slowing down. Oh no, come on. We are so close. There's gotta be something else that can pop up my endurance a little bit. I don't want to use a psycho buff, but I might need to. It's that or dying. Hey, bourbon can increase our endurance a little bit. Let's have some bourbon. Oh, whew, we were pretty close. Pretty close to dead. Just for that, we're gonna eat a stingwing fillet. Well, hunters by 15%. Now, that's gonna push us over the weight limit. And it's also, oh no, we have extra strength because of the buff out in the bourbon we just drank. God. Okay. And there's a suicider somewhere. Well, if we could just keep jumping, we might be able to get away from them. There's a mutant hound running along this. No, he's dead. He's not dead, he's just gone. Whew. Well, we got a, yeah, there seems to be just a constant legendary spawn right at that spot. And we got some ghouls and shit going on now. Stop, you stupid ghouls. Oh god. Now is a very bad time, okay? I'm just trying to get back safely. Was that just a raider that died? Yeah. Some poor raider who just got killed. Alright, well, he's just gonna let him fight my old neighbors and have fun. So that's a good thing to remember. Buff out bourbon will totally push up our endurance if we're in that situation again where we're just dying from blood bug. There we go. Quick save. Gonna grab an extra 125 rounds for spray and pray, just in case. Alright, well that was hell. Back to the dog. Actually, honestly, just back to the fort. That's really the only thing we need to hit. And what's nice about that is it takes us away from all the super mutants and the like. It's a bit bummer because we're gonna have to wait for the dog to get there. But luckily there will be another legendary spawn. And, you know, it'll be interesting kind of traveling on our own again. Just out in the wild. Also, while we're here, we might as well put the vaults on our map. So, in an unrelated kind of thing to what we're playing in Fallout right now, I was thinking about games that I like to play. And what I mean by that are game genres. Like, why do I like particular genres? For example, I've been receiving a lot of recommendations from you dudes about games I should try playing. Some on stream, some off stream, whatnot. Out of a lot of those recommendations, some of them I understand are really good games, but I'm just not good at, or myself, they just don't click with me. I mean, for... Oh, way station, we could go underneath and do this. You know what, no, let's keep going to get the dog. So, Frogman in here. Got it. Oh, I know this area. This is a place where a bunch of people stop you and say, you have to pay the toll to get through. Let's show them what kind of toll we're okay with paying. Oh, where's the toll people? They're not here. Oh. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh, interestingly, this is actually one of the spots where Kelogg shows up. So I bet the dog's gonna, like, show up in a second.
Gwyneth Stout.
Hey, dog!
One of his creature
That was pretty
comforts.
immediate. We actually need to cross this bridge anyway. So, the idea of... I'm not really big into strategy games. Not that I think they're bad. I actually think, like, I've been trying to learn to play StarCraft and stuff, but I was just not very good at that kind of mental gymnastics that happens in StarCraft where you memorize a... Oh, ayo. You memorize a build, and then once you're memorized a build... hit you once. There we go. We'll get to it in a second. Sorry, dog. Don't mean to hurt you. Okay. Just taking out the ghouls. Whoa, it's a lot of radiation over here. Not exactly where. Oh, it's from the barrels. Okay. I mean, he's just leading us through ghoul territory now, which is, like, unfortunately, in the direction I'm trying to go. Dog, did I hurt you to death? Luckily, we have a lot of... Wait. Am I not allowed to stimpack you because it's a mission?
Need your nose to track Kelogg.
Wow. During a mission, he's immortal. That's kind of interesting. So actually, we just hit level 17 for Lone Wanderer. So I was talking about going up to, like, doing science, but Lone Wanderer is a significantly better perk for us to be taking right now. More carry weight, more defense, all yes in every direction. So, you keep going that way, boy. Well, there's actually a robot that we're about to run into.
Exercise extreme caution.
Yeah, and this is one of the stories for doing the the mission with Kelogg.
I can't feel my legs.
Don't worry about it, buddy. What happened, robot friend?
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
Oh, this is really funny. It's just the voice acting on this guy. Oh, look, and they have the San Francisco sunlight, too. Can I blow this up anymore? Nah, it's pretty just dead on its own. Alright, we're not gonna follow dogmeat. We're gonna go off in the direction that we're gonna need to head anyway. So the thing is, I was trying to understand why I struggled with StarCraft kind of things, or a lot of real-time strategies. But, on the flip side, whoa, you can find me playing a game like this for hours upon hours. I just get so into games like anything Bethesda related or RPG related. And I remember I read a pretty interesting article that talked about how games can be broken down into 3 general genres of what they try to do for people. One of those genres, which is the Bethesda one, is making you feel like you are the greatest person in the world. Or like you can interact with everything and cause change. Whether you're good, whether you're bad, what doesn't matter. It's just that you have the ability to make the world your plaything. And that's kind of what RPGs are like. You start off weak, and then you slowly gain more and more power until eventually you own, you know, whatever your character, you know, your high level, you can take out everybody. It also gives a really good sense of progression. Something like StarCraft, you have to be better than your opponent, right? You have to be smarter than them, faster than them. And any form of progression is done by a feeling in the real world of beating your opponent with increasing ranking. You can also experience decreasing. That's something that doesn't happen in a Bethesda game like this. You can't lose levels of experience. You can die, but you can't, like, get worse. Alright, so there's gonna be a bed actually in here, down at the bottom. So once we find that, we'll be good. Now, I've never had these guys shoot at me at all, so I think we should be relatively safe in that regards. But the biggest problem is a bunch of mines that are laid out everywhere around here. You know, we might actually only need to get to Fort Hagen. We might not need to do anything else in order to get the Valentine thing to start. There's our save. Parts from lack of water. That's fine. Grab some of the extra jet that's laying around here. Psycho 2. Let's make ourselves some drugs. A few more Psycho Jets and Psycho Buffs. We actually just have so much. I was like, why not? Something like Skeeto Spit might be really useful to do later on. Alright, so now that we're here, dogmeat should actually run on their own all the way up to Fort Hagen. And in fact, if we slept for a little bit, he would just sort of show up. But before we do that, there's this blood bank over here, which is very useful in that it has typically a guaranteed legendary spawn in it. Alright, plus bottle cap mines are just speckled around here. There you go, there's another one. Perfect. Ooh, I didn't know there were more in here. I actually never saw these ones. It's interesting. I wonder how many more just spotted around in some of these stores and stuff. I think most of these are set up by Kelogg himself, trying to just make this place safer and safer. But I'm not 100% sure, because it's like, why would you why would you bottle cap mine some of these damaged buildings? Is it because people feel safer walking through these buildings? There you are. Hold on. Bug. Okay, I realize that I missed a lot, but be nice. Ooh, that's a great mine. Hidden into the leaves like that? That's pretty good. Alright. Oh, God! Well, unfortunately, I actually just had a little crash when I was fighting that blood bug. Sometimes it does happen, which sucks, but, you know, it's like, sometimes, you know, you do what you need to do. I think I'm actually going to turn all of this now into Psycho Jet or Psycho Buff, because we have the Psycho. Why not, you know? So in these games, like Fallout 4 or Skyrim, you have agency. You can do what you want. In StarCraft, you have to learn to be able to beat your opponent. You know, you have to be smarter than them. And sometimes when you have a computer, you still have a hard time doing that. And I always thought that was just kind of an interesting idea of like, what it is about handling multiple people that I struggle with. Now on the flip side, oh no! Oh, woo! Yep, they did totally bottle cap up here too. On the flip side, is this just Vault-Tec Lunchbox? Is just somebody, ooh, Wonder Glue, that's a good one. Was somebody just protecting as much as they can, just this route up to here? I wonder if this is like a good sniping point or something. Anyway, and almost like contradictory to agency, I would argue about something in Fallout 4. I would feel that I really like multiplayer games that allow me to control like a single person. Like, I love the Battlefield series, and the reason why I like it so much is I feel like I'm just sort of a pawn in a massive game. And there's something really fun about that, where it's like there is just so much randomness going on in the world. So I also found that I really enjoyed games like the Dead by Daylight, for example. I kind of like that, where it's like, you know, we're helping each other out, but I don't necessarily need to be right next to you. It doesn't have to be a perfect team thing. I can kind of be my own Kublai. But I've also really enjoyed in games like Pokemon or whatever, collecting creatures and summons or whatnot and having them fight for me. Alright, I hear more blood bugs. Coming out, you gross things. Oh, by the way, if you're wanting to fight some of the blood bugs, the super spawn is down here. And sometimes you're actually able to see him and like drop mines on his head. Anyway, the other kind of game styles that exist, multiplayer is a big one, where it's just like the ability to do, oh, please don't kill me. Nice, which is the ability to compete against someone because you like being better than other people. A lot of times you can find in the StarCraft or that kind of real-time strategy, you like the idea of being in charge kind of thing. Now, I like the idea of being in charge, but of just myself. I don't really care about like what other people are doing, but I do expect them to kind of help me along. Which is where like something like Battlefield or something like Dead by Daylight comes into play, because it's like, I expect you to help me in Dead by Daylight kind of thing. But you know, you don't have to be right next to me, but I hope you help me kind of thing. Look at all the blood coming out of me. You know, I've already killed him, but it fired two more shots right through him. Just being like, ah, whatever. Anyway, you can actually break into this if you're smart enough, but if you're not, you will get the lab access password in just a moment by exploring the place some more. Blood Clinic key. I totally forgot that was up here. That's to be able to get this door. That's, I just fell into, actually. Turned out that I do not even need the key. If you're just silly like me and don't know where you're going, you will find where you need to go. Hi, scary bug. Why did I miss everything? Did the door block it all? I think the door blocked it all. Take some of your meat, boy. Get the head off this monkey. It's, hey, dogmeat's made it. Good for dogmeat. Alright, so there's a lot of good drugs and stuff here. I remember the first time I found this, I was actually playing as Jesse. Automatic laser pistol. Woo. Woo. If we got any microfusion cells, we can start using that right away. Get the password from the blood test protocol. Test logs, got some interesting stuff in here. Anyway, you can go upstairs and get some more drugs, but we're actually going to go downstairs because that's where there's a syringer if you want one too. But more importantly, I want that legendary. Now, is this it? No, that's just a blowfly. Now, if you can actually kind of like peek over, you can sometimes get them to get right there and allow you to attack them. Hatchling, infected blood bug. Get rid of the hatchling. Dies nice and easy. Blood bug. Pretty powerful. Let's hit it with it. Ooh. Pretty powerful. I don't know if it can open doors, though. It doesn't seem to be able to, so fire for you.
Broken.
Fuck. Okay. Oops. A lot of times that I've almost done that with a lot of things. A lot of autocat mines. A lot of frag mines. Let's get the automatic pistol in there. That'll just be fun. How much ammo do I have for that? 12? Definitely not a lot. I'm gonna use the 10mm auto. It's a safety thing right now. I don't want to use the spray and pray at the moment. Anybody else? Nope, just the infected dude, who luckily can't open doors. I'm gonna back off real far though, and I'm gonna try the throw again. It does not ever really go over. It always hits right there. Interesting. Let's try attacking from the upstairs. Maybe we'll be able to get something in that way. We can at least throw like a bottle cap mine down there. Yeah, let's do that. Bottle cap mine. Oh, I don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be fitting, really. I know I can shoot through here. Nope. That doesn't go over either. Alright. I do not want to have a bottle cap mine so fucking close. Here we go. Up. I feel like it's far enough away. I was right. It was just far enough away. And we're hidden. Perfect. Alright. Like I said, I thought there was a legendary spawn guaranteed to be here, but it turned out it was just like a scary difficult dude. But anyway, here's the rifle if you want the syringer. Blood clinic key. Apparently you can get it down here too. And what's exciting is what's in here. But the game's gonna be like, oh, you found something really cool, but really all we found was just a lot of drugs and a lot of blood. So I don't exactly know why it's so excited, but hey, you know, drugs and blood, okay. I mean, get excited, I guess, game, if you really want to. Jet, blood packs. Also, these are the only refrigerators that I know that you can open like this, where there are items that you can like transfer things to, rather than just random refrigerators that open or close. I also like the fact that you can totally lock yourself in here. Rad-X, more blood packs, Rad-X, more blood pack. I mean, the blood pack's really great for being able to give yourself stim packs, for being able to just heal off normally too. Alright, well, totally thought there was going to be a legendary spawn there. Unfortunately, no. That's the other game types. There's also rhythm-based games, or puzzle games. I really like puzzle games. I like Portal series, I really enjoy. Pretty much, and like even Hearthstone, which I really enjoy, which is kind of interesting because it's like, it gets me the joy of being like, because I'm not very good at making decks, but I love just playing the game like an arena, because then it's like, oh, I don't have to be good at making a deck. I can just sort of like finagle it and generally do relatively okay. Blood clinic key allows us to open this. Missiles in the blood clinic. I know that we are in a military blood clinic, but missiles of all things. Alright, pretty much grabbed everything that we needed. Hey, surgical journal. That's really cool for finding here. Alright, that seems to be basically everything cool and needed from this area. Looking for more mines. Let's go drop a save and then go pick up the dog. I don't really care about him. Still not shooting at me for some reason. Don't really know why. I mean, I feel like he should have said it at, like, shoot everybody who looks like me, story-wise, but whatever. Hi, dog. I know you're here. Alright, there's the save. Tired from lack of sleep. That's fine. Hey, boy. Alright, dog is available to be my companion again. Time to go. Dog meat's carrying a shit ton of stuff, too. Which is kind of unfortunate, because... Oh, it looks like we're definitely going back to, I guess not even Diamond City, but... I mean, it's amazing how quickly you just start getting stuff in this game. We could attack here. Kellogg's got a bunch of interesting things, and there are a bunch of synths in here, so it makes sense that our character would want to blow them up. Oh, God! And now they're shooting at us. Well, I mean, our character likes blowing up robots, so this certainly is within the character to start doing anyway. But I feel like this is so story-related, I don't know if I necessarily want to be doing it yet. I've talked about this character completing the railroad as, like, the end of her story and her missions. But it's like, if we get there, we'll get there, but there's just so much that truly isn't the main story for us to do right now. So, I'm okay with, not doing the railroad kind of thing at the moment. I mean, we especially still have to do blowing up the children of Adam. That's still very much our first thing. Fort Hagen filling station, nice. There should be an armor workbench around here too, right? There she is. Alright, dude, so I think I'm going to end the episode here. We'll start moving on to our next sets and what we're doing next very soon. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be, but I'm expecting to kind of go back to Diamond City. I don't expect necessarily to do the Fort Hagen thing. So anyway, dudes, thank you so much for watching. It was a total joy to have you here. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And of course, on the ground, rise to meet your feet. The wind always be at your back and the sun shine warmly on your sexy, sexy face. Dudes, see you later. Bye.